Okay.
Tell you what? I said,
Yep, okay.
when I lived
Jeff
there,
and
Jeff and Shannon, and also I went to a lot of the Whiteker neighborhood meetings.
I didn't know that.
Matter of fact, when I first lived there, there wasn't even a Whiteker neighborhood.
Okay, who organized that?
I don't know for sure, but I know Jeff and Shannon got involved or had something to do with it.
Huh?
And the public safety. Clean up in the neighborhood. They were very involved in that neighborhood.
Did they put up that cement walk thing there? Get into their street? This pavement stuff to slow down traffic?
Shannon mentioned something about them requesting that or fighting for it, and they also to get the trucks from going through the street there.
Oh.
On that side of Blair, which did happen. And I do believe they had something to do with that little corner thingy. But I can't remember what year that was put in. If they were still living there or it came afterwards.
What else did they do?
I don't know. We have to ask them.
Okay.
All I know is they were very involved in the neighborhood, keeping it a safer place, cleaning it up.
Did their neighbor make that park? Whiteker Park? Remember?
Oh yeah, not the forget the name of that park next door.
Do you remember the name of the guy?
Bob.
That's what I thought, Bob.
Okay.
And he lived right next door to Shannon and Jeff.
Yeah, I can't remember his last name. We used to call him Bob Dog.
Right?
Yeah.
He said that thing was a junkyard with all kinds of twisted, rusty metal parts and old farm stuff and weeds. And
Got it cleaned up and turned it into a neighborhood garden spot. And got some of the ruffians out of the park, because it was supposed to be a place for children, and it wasn't a very safe place for children. And Bob Dog had a lot to do with getting that park cleaned up and turning it around.
Yeah.
And he was the main instigator, and I know, Jeff and Shannon were very supportive of him and a lot of other people in the neighborhood. But he was the guy with the real muscle. His business was in landscaping, forestry work.
I think he worked with the forestry.
Yeah.
Remember, he usually had that uniform, the forestry uniform.
He did. Some city type of forestry work.
Well, I think it was through him. He asked me to do the community garden back there.
To get involved in it, yeah.
And I was somehow ended up being the manager, and I drew some drawings for the plots.
Yeah, you did.
You remember that?
Yeah, I forgot. That's right.
She did, because the junkies were going back there. I think we were having our first homeless people show up to set up camp or sleep back there. And so
it was hidden. It was pretty secluded and had a lot of overgrowth in the back there, so it was easy to hide.
Yeah. Bob Dog, is he still around?
I don't know. He moved out to Lorraine, as far as I know. I haven't seen him.
Well, who is Jeff and Shannon Pasternak?
Jeff and Shannon.
Don't laugh.
No, where did you meet Jeff?
12th grade in high school.
12th grade in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What? And didn't you and Jeff head off somewhere on a steamer?
We became very good friends.
Okay.
And he was the son of Joe Pasternak, big movie producer. But Jeff was always a very humble man. Very talented.
You knew Joe? You met Joe?
I'm talking about Jeff.
Oh.
I would not say Joe Pasternak was humble.
Did you ever meet him?
Yes. But he seemed nice enough to, in meeting, I wasn't around him very often, or very many times.
Well, Jeff kind of felt like he was abandoned, huh?
Yeah.
His father sent him to France.
All of his kids went to school in France. But Jeff was more he was the hippie bohemian. That was not what his father thought was the right thing to be doing. I remember once he tried to take a job at the bank and be a banker. He couldn't do it, he hated it. Huh.
Jeff took you to France, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you lived with your sister for a while, right?
Yes.
All right, that's...
Okay, that's enough for now.
Well, no, Jeff learned French cooking.
Well, yeah, but his passion for cooking wasn't really what I would say probably started with Indian cooking.
But Jeff cooked out of his home and had a private dinner for people, people that played.
He also had a catering business out of his house. And he catered private parties, dinner parties.
Who were some of the guests?
I don't know.
I mean, did he have musicians, people that played at the Hall Center, came to his house afterwards after they performed and had dinner or something?
Well, Kevin Shannon knew a lot of people that I didn't know. And, you know, people who were business people, doctors, lawyers, musicians.
And these people were coming into the Whiteaker.
Well, no, these people just heard about it. This business that they had. I don't know how he advertised it or word of mouth.
He cooked French food in his home.
And Indian food.
And Indian food. And he had tables set up like in a restaurant right there in his living room.
It was a banquet table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so some of the most well-to-do people in the area came into the Whiteaker to have dinner there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you call that? It's called gentrification.
Who?
Gentrification. Where the gentry come into like the bohemian areas. You know, this is the classic example of that. That's why I want you to talk about that. They came in this neighborhood that was considered too dangerous for most people to go down into, at least find French cuisine, right?
Yeah.
You know, at least have conversations around a big banquet table with some of the foremost people in this town that, you know, that probably belong to the Eugene Country Club and professors and
Their house
musicians.
became the prettiest, the prettiest houses in the Whiteaker neighborhood at that time.
Right. And across from them was these apartment houses with all these junkies and crazy dysfunctional people.
Yeah. But none of that stopped them from doing what they love to do.
Okay. How many years did they live there? Oh, it's
Jeez, I'd have to figure it out.
yeah. 4 years, 5 years?
Oh no, more than that.
Really?
10 or 12.
Near 12 years?
I'm trying, no, not that long.
Yeah. This was quite a while.
Maybe from the time Nathan was 2 years, no, 1 year old.
But where did you live, Marilyn? Marilyn? Where did-
375 Adams.
Huh?
375 Adams.
Adams Street, between what? What streets? 5th?
Between 5th and 4th.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
Well,
yeah, no, between 3rd and 4th.
between 3rd and 4th. And you knew the artist Fawn, what's his name?
Oh, Ron LaFawn.
You knew him for quite a
we
while?
We were friends. Yeah, we met in the neighborhood.
Okay. Any other artists and stuff down there?
Yeah, the man who owned Genesis Juice lived across the street from Ron LaFawn. Gosh, I'm trying to remember his name. Nisha has this painting, I gave it to him.
Uh-huh.
He was a beautiful artist also. He lived there a long time.
Did I live there? In the Whiteaker?
You did for a while, what, a couple of months?
Yeah, in your basement, right?
Uh-huh.
Now tell me about my shop. Where did I have my shop?
Yes. Your shop was on
Blair Street.
5th and Blair, next to 5th.
What?
And then, I don't know what it had been prior to that.
It had been Mother Callie's bookstore.
Oh yeah, Mother
Well,
Callie's
actually, it was a
bookstore.
used place, but it wasn't Mother Callie's bookstore. You remember what it was like? Mother Callie was there?
Yeah, now I do, because
What?
I used to go in there. I just forgot.
Okay. Did you see me painting in there? What did you see me doing in
Yeah,
there?
yeah, you were painting a beautiful seascape.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Crap.
Yeah. Big. It was pretty.
Yeah.
It was a big one. It was really beautiful. I don't know what you did with it.
Francia ended up with that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what she did with it, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyway, I know I really wanted that space and tried to get two other friends to go in on it with me, so two other artists, and I could have a sewing studio, but they got scared and one dropped out, and I couldn't do it on my own, so I told you about it.
Cool.
This would be a great spot for you if you have a studio and maybe even be able to live there. I wasn't sure, but
Now, what year was that? That I moved in? Do you remember?
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
88?
Well, so-
1988?
Might have been 88. Maybe was 2 years old.
Nathan was
Maybe
2 years old, yeah.
2,
When was he born?
86.
Yeah. 88, there you go.
So
And these-
Christmas 88, so it was almost 89.
And Nisha was how old?
7. She was 4 years older.
Yeah. All right, Marilyn. Well, thank you. This is a historic document that I'm sure the archivists in the Whiteaker neighborhood, especially the counselors, the community counselors would love to. Council would love to have this in their archives, because this is history that doesn't get recorded.
And this building on the corner, Jeff and Shannon hated it after the Keystone Cafe moved from there, and it became a kind of a junky thrift store. And then they painted it that yellow orange, and Shannon hated it. Was trying to get the Whiteaker Council to have them repaint the building.
But was this after I'd gone?
Yeah.
And look at you, there you are. Where's this picture
Jeff
taken?
and Shannon's backyard for barbecue and croquet.
And where was their house exactly?
On 5th and Blair. I mean,
About
two doors. It's right now. It's 2 houses up from the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact address.
Yeah, there was a cop station, and there was
the safety.
and there was an old woman that lived in that house and stuff. Boy, look at you. Yeah, I've seen that guy around. He's like an old beatnik or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still around, but...
Okay, Marilyn. Well, this has been fun. This has been a productive lunch.
Okay.
All right.